Your personal values are the key to your personal life and to your business. How do you make sure that you can find an overseas virtual assistant that matches your values? We have someone today that figured it out. Stay tuned. All right, so today we have TJ here with me. TJ, we met through EO. We actually, interesting fact is how we met. We joined EOA on the same time. The Entrepreneur Organization Accelerator, and we graduated EOA as well at the same time. Now we're in the same forum together in EO, and that's how we know each other.
That's awesome.
So thank you.
It's been a ride. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you for being here today. So we're going to be talking about a little bit about your business, and also you use virtual assistants. So I would like to get some things out of you on how you effectively use your virtual assistant. You have a pretty big virtual assistant team. Before we get into the virtual assistant side though, you own an insurance agency. Could you tell me a little bit about your insurance agency and how it's different? Because I have a feeling just by visiting your office and doing all that, you're a little bit different than all the other insurance agencies out there. Could you just quickly tell me about that?
Sure, absolutely. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and I was a Boy Scout. Growing up, I'm an Eagle Scout, and my grandfather gave me a compass, and he's like, hey, this compass bearing is going to help you in your life to help give you direction and to help other people, right? And I'm like, absolutely. So when I started Navigate Risk Advisors, actually this year is 10 years in business. We're a full service insurance agency, and how the name came about was from that compass that my grandfather once gave me.
Okay.
And we provide business insurance, personal insurance for families, and we offer group health insurance and Medicare planning and alike. And it's been a great journey. Our business is located in Westlake. We just opened up a new office in Cleveland,
really?
a secondary office.
Okay.
And it's
Is that on the east side or
it's in Independence.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of south. Okay.
Just a little bit south of Cleveland, right on Granger Road.
Okay.
And actually, one of the guys in EO, Lou Licata, actually in his space. So right there on Granger Road. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Oh, it's next door. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we've it's been a fun journey being a business owner, and I'm excited to be here today. So thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So your business, you had it for about 10, 11 years, right?
That's right.
And since when at that point did you hire your first virtual assistant?
So in our business, I'm very active in peer groups and organizations where we share ideas, ways to help each other grow, our business, to help our clients, so on and so forth. And during COVID was a bizarro time for all of us, right? And one of the challenges that we faced was having team members to help us, where kind of the remote world was kind of like upon us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I grew my business through shaking hands and drinking a lot of bourbon and lunches and so on and so forth. Well, that all ceased for a period of time, and it allowed me to take some time to think about, as we're going to add more team members, because are we going, the virtual element of us having our team on Zoom and Teams and so on and so forth, we had to learn that aspect. And I said, hey, this is an opportunity for us to determine and look outside the borders of just Ohio to recruit team members. And a number of other insurance agency owners that I work with had hired virtual team members from afar. Mm-hmm. So that's what kind of sparked my interest to learn about it.
I see. Would you say you were forced in because of COVID, or was it kind of a natural progression of, getting into it?
I served in the United States Coast Guard, and I always felt that all my team members needed plant the flag, the United States flag. Everyone needed to be here in the United States. And I think at that point with COVID and my other peers in the business, they said, hey, think outside the box. Think outside the box, because there's talented team members, not just in Ohio, but across, not just in the United States, but all over the world. And which allowed me to take a pause and think about, and challenge my belief of thinking, okay, maybe there's more talented people around this world that could help us grow our business.
Yeah.
So I think it was an opportunity for us to kind of hit the pause button a little bit, to think about it. And the element of doing the Zoom calls and the virtual calls, that really is probably what sparked it, for me, with our biz.
So was there any challenges when you first got started during the COVID times, when you had the first virtual assistant? What was the first virtual assistant? Were they a executive assistant? What were they?
Yeah, good question. I think before I answer that, I had to think about and learn about hiring my first virtual team member. I had to figure out what my values were and aligned with a country outside the United States that mimicked my values. And things that were important to me is education, and with me and my family, family values, having great relationships with my family, my parents, my brothers, and my wife and her family. In addition to that, as a Christian, I wanted to make sure that those values were aligned. And researching the different countries around the world, I had to research to determine which country, aligned with those values. And the Philippines, Davao City specifically.
Okay.
In my research, I learned that those values aligned with my values.
Wow.
Education, family is very important, as well as English as a second language in the Philippines. The diction of English is spectacular, and so those were things that I gravitated towards. My very first team member in Davao City was a learning experience, right? It was a learning experience because onboarding new team members, I feel like it's a big challenge, onboarding and making sure that they're up to speed as to, what are our values for our business? What are all the different softwares we have to learn, so on and so forth. But we quickly learned when we hired our very first virtual team member that there was a learning curve for us, right? We had to learn the right effective way of onboarding, the process of bringing on the new person. And what I learned was, they had to not only learn, the softwares, but they had to learn what is insurance. Because in the Philippines, insurance is very linear of life insurance, auto insurance and homeowners insurance and renters insurance and product liability insurance and things like that. It's a new language,
right?
So just like anybody else here in the United States, we think of insurance and you think, oh yeah, you know what insurance is, but there's a lot to it. There's a lot of layers, just like an onion. You have to peel it back to really understand what's the heart of it.
We do have I guess a bigger insurance industry than a lot of other countries probably, right?
We sure do. We sure do. Yeah, most countries don't have, the infrastructure of insurance and the regulations and, the Department of Insurance. It's interesting. Every state across all 50 states have their own Department of Insurance.
Yeah.
So even like in the state of Ohio, the rules and regulations are different than even one state north or one state west or east of us, so
Yeah. Wow.
it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that how you talked about how you try to find align your values to the virtuous, align the VA region that you're looking at, and because you're a Christian family and family values, you found the city. Now, when you found your first one, how was their English? Was their English pretty good?
English was pretty good.
Okay,
it was pretty good. What was probably even better was the team member that we onboarded was a younger team member, and their ability to pick up tech, because a lot of our business, we have so many different softwares in which we utilize for our business. The element of the being very savvy as to the connectivity with all the insurance companies and the speed of how fast to input information blew me away.
Wow.
It blew me away.
Yeah. Well, so younger, I in my opinion, I really generally like the younger new VAs as well. Fresh out college grads, those are, I like them better. But however, a lot of US, I think employers has a little bit hesitancy to it because they think in the US sense is the younger, the Gen Z people, they will come to the job for a little bit. If they're, loses interest, they'll go away real quick. How has your VA retention been? Has it been pretty good, especially since sounds like you have a younger crew, right?
We have had some of our team members for 2 or 3 years now, and so our retention rate has been really good.
Yeah.
And what I find with our virtual team members is their level of commitment and discipline is a lot different than here in the United States at the younger age, bracket, because they are conscientious. Now, what I think is the biggest and craziest thing for me is they work on the same Eastern Standard Time zone, but in the Philippines, it's 12 hours different.
So it's overnight.
They call it graveyard shift.
Yes.
And which
a very bad term, graveyard shift. I don't like that term.
I know.
It's an overnight shift, right?
Overnight shift, right?
But they call it graveyard shift, but it's normal to them.
It's normal, right?
Yeah.
And they start at 9 p.m. and work till 5 a.m. And I was just talking to one of my team members, May, yesterday, and we're onboarding a brand new team member, Liz, who's actually here with us today.
Yeah.
And she and I were talking about how our team members work, through the third shift hour, so they're available for not only for our team members here, but then for our clients. And our virtual team member said, "Hey, I've been doing this for years. I've been in the virtual world, and this is just
it's normal.
It's normal.
Yeah.
And what's also awesome is our team members that are our virtual team members. It's a good job for them, and they like being part of our team. And our team here in Ohio, we're like a family.
Yeah.
And we've instilled that same family value within our team in the Philippines, and it's been fun.
Yeah, that's great
to get to know them.
Yeah, I know you take care of your VAs because you've told me certain little bonuses here and there that you give out VAs. So it's always very very good to hear that. And also, I think I have to tell a lot of our clients that the VA, virtual assistant in the US, the idea of a VA or the title of a VA isn't very prestigious here in the US, but in the Philippines, if you say, I'm a virtual assistant and I work for a US company, that is a very prestigious title, right? So I think people really, honor that job, put an honor badge on that position. So I want to talk to you a little bit more about if your VA has done anything that you didn't expect them to do, but now you can't live without. Anything that you can think of?
Well, my team members show me that they're passionate about what they do. They're conscientious. If they say they're going to do something, they get it done. And the element of their attention to detail to focus on what is important for that needs to get done in a timely manner. That those skills just happen, and there's very little discipline that's needed more from our side. And let me just share with you something that was spectacular this last year. One of the things that we created in 2025 is a better process. And our OneNote is where we kind of hold all of our processes and procedures for our business. If we had to hit the print button, Zao, for that OneNote, it would be a binder as wide as this table in between us.
Wow.
So they have helped us build that process, which has been spectacular. And without them, we would not have had that done. So as we continue to refine our process to do better, they're going to help us, and without them, we would not be here today with our growth and trajectory.
Right.
They've been spectacular for our business.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, TJ, for spending the time today with me. I think we, hopefully my audience get a lot out of this as well. So I got a lot out of it. So it's always interesting to talk to you, to learn more about your business, and your VAs doing a great job at your business. So again, thank you so much.
The only piece of last advice that I would share is for any business owner that wants to think outside the box, right? The way to scale their business, thinking that to adding a virtual team member is probably one of the best decisions I made for my business. And, I'd highly recommend thinking outside the box and making it happen. Just make it happen. Sometimes in life we're kind of skittish, and I don't know if I want to do it, but once you say, let's do it, let's make it happen, go for it. I think you would not, any business owner could use a virtual team member and to help them scale their biz.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.